right. So one more story. Let's see. Okay. I was putting this off, y'all. Trey Songz. If y'all don't know, Trey Songz is R&B singer. He's been in the game for a while. He's an attractive young man, and he's in hot water. He's been in hot water before, but he's in hot water again because some women went on another podcast talking about their experiences with him. And this is about to be get graphic. Okay, I know my parents listen to this podcast. Parents, here we go. Buckle in, strap in. so these women we're talking about, she was in some kind of situation where she was having sex with multiple men. And she said she went into the bathroom to clean herself up, and Trey walks in there and tells her to get in the bathtub.
Okay.
And he pees on her. After he's told her to, do some things, play with herself, whatever, he pees on her. And the woman says she did not expect the pee. She did not want the pee, and she did not like that experience. And then also with that, and then so she had told the host that he raped her, but then she told the story about the pee. And then she said that he withheld her purse and phone, saying that she better not call anybody. She can't leave, and basically like telling her she cannot leave the premises. And yeah, and a lot of other girls came out with stories talking about how they felt accosted by him, how they felt like he came on to them without their permission. They did not give consent. And yeah, I think a lot of people, obviously this is one person's word against another. If it was just a peace situation, that is, if that's all that happened, that's an unfortunate circumstance. He should not have done it. But I think a lot of, you can cut me off anytime, okay? So
I'm listening to the story.
That is what we know. I also know another story of this singer. I think she's a singer, BB Rexa. She was at a big Hollywood Hills party. She noticed him looking at her throughout the party, and then she goes over to the pool house. He follows her in there, pushes her against the wall, starts kissing her, being, "Let's do this." And she said, "I did not want that." So I think Trey is an entitled creep. He knows he's attractive. I'm sure he has had groupies his whole life. And so I took away from it is that he thinks he could get it whenever he wants it. Because I'm sure he's gotten it whenever he's wanted it. And so I think he's kind of put a blanket over all women like, well, who wouldn't want me? So I don't have to ask. I'll just do what I want. And I also don't think it's fair for them to discredit these women who were talking about him just because maybe they're really promiscuous. They have a reputation of being with a lot of men. Like, just because you do that, enjoy your life, girl. But that does not mean that just like something that happens to you is not wanted. Like, you can't say no just because you are promiscuous. You can always say no.
Did she say no in the moment?
To him peeing on her?
Yeah.
The way she told the story, she said she was not ready for the pee. She was upset at the pee. And she did not want the pee.
She said she said how she felt.
Yes. No. What you trying to say?
Said.
No, she did not. No, she did not say.
This is my thing, man.
I said no.
First of all, listen. Rape different than pee.
100%.
Let's separate 100%. Those two.
Rape
this girl went on a very popular podcast.
Right.
And obviously, for reasons of trying to get followers.
No,
because that wasn't the whole conversation. But that wasn't the whole conversation.
Yeah,
I'm saying the totality of her being on there. But just because you go on
a podcast does not mean you want to get followers. That doesn't
if you're going to go on No Jumper, which I believe you want followers. Don't they
already have followers, those two girls?
I don't know them like that. I don't know who they are. But
okay.
I just know, just from the optics, okay? Rape. First of all, different from pee.
I agree with you on that.
We're there, right?
100%. We agree on that.
The pee, you can wash off.
That doesn't mean that. No, it's still wrong.
You can wash it off.
You can wash it off. That still doesn't mean it's okay for him to do it.
Okay.
If he didn't ask her if he could pee on her, then it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
My issue is how this girl is stating everything, and I did hear Charlamagne the guy say this, but this doesn't sound like a story that should be up for public opinion. This sounds like this was a problem that they faced during a sexual encounter.
Mm-hmm.
That there was
a
no
lot of things happening.
There was no she didn't even say, there was no talk of like any physical aggression or
Yeah.
anything like that. Nobody was forced to do anything, but he did come off command. She said she walked back into the bathroom to clean the cum off her face,
We don't
right?
Say all that, but
No,
yes.
let's be clear. Good, that's important, because if she's
She was
gonna,
cleaning up after.
she
a
was
sexual
cleaning
encounter.
cum off her face.
Yes.
She said Trey Songz followed her into the bathroom. He said, "Get in the bathtub." She got in the bathtub.
Okay.
He said, "Play with yourself." She started playing with herself.
And then he peed on her.
He pulled out his penis, or maybe it was already out. Could have penis be out. Maybe he was butt naked.
We don't need to get
know.
into the graphic
I
details.
need to know the details,
My
okay?
parents
I'm a
listen to
director.
this.
I need to see the visuals.
I'm trying to keep it blanket, okay? We know.
Right now, I have a blur over Trey Songz' penis.
There's-
All right, that's the only blur
Oh
that I
my
have right now.
gosh.
All right, so then she said that he continued to pee on. Now, here's the thing: when a man pees, usually this ain't no fast action. Okay, a man pulls out his penis. He's usually takes. There's a couple seconds.
Listen, you know,
of
what,
like,
you know what I can say?
you know,
what
like,
I can say?
let this
and
come
I
up.
do not want to get into too much graphic detail on this because, like
Okay.
I said, my parents listen to this. I want
I
to
love-
talk about.
I love you, Mama.
I want to talk about this just because, just from the
Pops.
stop. Just from the perspective of consent, because one, yes, she did just have sex. Whatever happened before she went into the bathroom, she might have thought he was going to not pee. Whatever else comes out, okay. Just because you're okay with that being on you does not mean you want the bodily waste on you. Okay.
Again, here's the problem with this whole context is that we don't have enough information.
We don't have
She's
enough
just telling. She
information.
told a story that is non-violent. It doesn't. There's no. With the words that she used, one, I believe she was wrong to say rape. Put rape and he peed on me
Right, that's
into
not-
the same
that's not the same,
conversation.
yeah.
Because now there are other women, like you said, that came up. Kiki Palmer as well, right? Did you mention her already?
No, I didn't, but-
Well, Kiki Palmer also was talking about encounters she had with Trey Songz in the past. What it sounds like to me is that Trey Songz
Is a creep.
is an R&B singer.
No, don't.
That's what they are.
No,
like they
no,
are.
No,
they
I'm
are
not gonna let you say
guys
that.
are
an R&B singer. That's okay for them to do that.
I didn't say it
stuff.
was okay. No. I didn't say it
No,
was
you
okay.
can't say he sounds like an R&B singer because there's lots of R&B
No, no,
singers
no,
that are not
no.
peeing on people, that
No,
are not
I'm
being
just
freaky,
saying-
that are not sexually intimidating women.
Name
okay?
two.
Name two. What?
Give me five.
Name two. Now name
Give
five.
me five.
No. I'm just saying it's. I know, like we're all about jokes and everything, but this is a serious subject.
Give it to me. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to say
I, in all respect to the
do
women,
not-
and that's, you know,
do
don't-
not say that. Okay, he's an R&B singer.
Right.
Ha ha, he's good looking. That's what they do. No, don't say that because there's a lot of good men out there, and just because they do sing R&B does not mean that they're in these situations with women. He sounds like a creep. He sounds like he's entitled to what he wants when he wants. And he can do whatever he wants, and that's not okay. That's not okay because there's been too many women who have told stories about being in uncomfortable situations.
Right.
I'm not saying it was necessarily rape because that is very serious. Okay, I know. I'm not saying it's that, but
That's
he
my biggest
sounds
thing
like
from
someone I would never want to be in a room alone with.
That's fine. That's fine.
And
Like,
I think that it's something to be said when multiple women come out against
Agreed.
you. No matter
Agreed.
what their history is, no
Right.
matter what they like to do in their free time, their promiscuity level, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because he's had too many allegations for me to think that,
yeah.
maybe not. No.
No, agreed. If multiple women come
Mic
out and
drop.
say that, you have to listen. I mean, there's no
100%.
right. But there hasn't been anything that I've heard. Again, it's just that one word.
Yeah.
When she says
The
rape,
rape, it's like,
over
wait,
the
hold
pee
on.
thing,
Ears
the
perk
guy
up.
could be a little disgusting. He could
Right.
be, a little bit of a creep. He could be, very, he's a famous guy, gets all these women all the time, probably
Right.
feels, that he's the shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? And again, we don't know. Again, you still got to put in the context that we don't know everything. We don't know if there was other people in the room peeing on
Right.
each
No,
other.
we don't know all
and
the
Trey was like,
details.
"Oh, I want to pee on her.
Right.
Let me go into the bathroom with her."
Yeah.
We don't know how freaky the situation was.
Right.
So, just the way she divulged the information felt a little weird. It felt a little out of place. If a woman is really attacked or raped in a way, I don't think there's ever a wrong time to speak up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Speak your mind if that's what happened.
Yeah.
But in this particular situation, nothing she said lent to her actually being raped
Right.
or anything violent to that point.
Yeah.
She was peed on.
Yeah.
And shame on you, Trey Songz, but I don't think that needs to be, you know, but again, if it's multiple women coming out now saying I have
then
a problem with you,
right.
maybe there's something he has to look at in himself, and you know, people need to talk to him, his friends, whatever. But you know, remix to one of his songs.
What remix to one of his songs?
This right here's a pee dropper. Oh 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 oh. You know that song?
Is this supposed to be Panty Dropper?
Yep, pee dropper.
Moving on.
You don't like that?
Moving on. All right, so that got real heavy, real dirty, real nasty.
Man.
Again, I apologize to my parents, to anyone who is.
I'm sorry, Mama. I just gotta keep it
we
real.
have to talk about that because it's a serious subject matter and it's very relevant.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's worth talking about for sure.
But let's.